So now we're on cross-examination, and we've been talking about cross-examination for some time now. There's something specific in cross-examination that you have to have with you at all times while you ask questions. Obviously, one of the purposes of cross-examination, or a goal in cross-examination, can be to impeach, to ultimately make a credibility argument in closing about this witness that the other side has put up. One of the ways that you're always going to have with you while you're asking questions on cross-examination is impeachment by prior and consistent statements. All of these witnesses that take the stand, most of them have statements. They have prior depositions, they have statements to the police, they've said things before about this case before they've sat in the chair. We have to know those. You do know those when you prep a case. And the reason we know them is because we're going to ask questions here today consistent with those statements, or at least consistent with the parts we like about those statements. And when we get a different answer, if we get a different answer, it turns into a process, and the process is impeachment by prior and consistent statements. We teach it that there's three parts. There's a commit, there's a credit, and there's a confront. 3 C's: commit, credit, and confront. So what happens is I'm asking answers consistent with a prior statement. My witness said before that Saunders was driving a blue Acura. I like that testimony. I want that testimony during my cross-examination. So I asked the questions. You know Saunders. You know what car he was driving. He was driving a blue Acura. I'm asking cross-examinations short, clear, and to get yes answers. But when I ask the blue Acura question, I get a different answer from the witness today. I get an inconsistent answer today. No, it wasn't a blue Acura. It was a red Jeep. Right there, I know I'm going to go into a process. I'm going to go into a process that's called impeachment by prior and consistent statements. And the reason I'm going to do it is because it doesn't matter if it's the blue Acura red Jeep issue. I want to make an argument about this witness's credibility. He's testifying for the other side. I want to have something available to me in closing to say, says different things on different days. In his statement before, on January 31st, he said blue Acura. Today at trial, he said red Jeep. So I go through my 3 C's. First, I commit him to that answer today. Is it your testimony today that Saunders was driving a red Jeep? And I do it with my voice, and I say that I don't believe that answer already. It's your testimony today that Saunders was driving a red Jeep? He says yes. I give him one chance. I commit him to his testimony today. Then I go to the credit. The credit is building up that prior statement, the time when he said blue Acura. That was the statement on January 31st. You recall giving a statement earlier in this case? A statement on January 31st? A statement to the police? A statement that you got to verify after? That statement to the police was closer in time to the events in this case than today. And so I build up, I credit that prior statement. And when I build it up in the right way and add all that added reliability to that prior statement, in that statement, you said Saunders was driving a blue Acura. Yes. Now I have blue Acura on the prior date, red Jeep on today on trial. That's all I need to do. I've committed him to his testimony today, I've credited that prior statement, and then I've confronted him with the difference. I don't say which is it. I don't say are you lying now or are you lying before. I don't say were you telling the truth when you said blue Acura. All that I need available to me is blue Acura on that one day in January 31st, and red Jeep today at trial. A person that says different things on different days is someone that can't be believed, and that's going to be my closing on this point. Have this ready when you conduct cross-examination. Have this ready when you have a knowledge of the prior statements of that witness that the other side put on. And if they stray, and if they stray in a material way, you impeach them by prior and consistent statement, and you use the 3 C's.